Here's the opening range recap for Thursday, August 18. Looking at the S&P, it's the origin lines here. No pivot hits for the S&P. NQ had a couple of pivot hits. First one here was a win for both 25 and 50. And second one here was also a win for the 25 and 50. Dow, also two pivot hits. Win for the 25 and the 50, and second pivot hit, also a win for the 25 and 50. Now, if you did the 50% retracement stuff we've been talking about on the NQ, the 50% retracement on the first trade here is 53.75, so right around here. Kind of get this, it's a decent trade in the sense that it hits your pivot, and then within a couple of minutes, you're back at your retracement. And in trading that, you would have got within a couple of ticks of the pivot. So you would enter right around the 53-ish area, thereabouts, and then you'd exit around the 39.40 area, got down to 39.50, and then you would have the rest of it at break even. So for one lot, you would have 12, 13 points or so, depending on where you got in and where you got out, but for the 50% retracement. So that one was a decent one in the sense that it was early. It also hit the 50% retracement fairly quickly. It didn't really have a lot of follow-through besides hitting the pivot again, and you can see it bouncing there. The Dow had the same type of thing. The first pivot hit here. Now the problem with the Dow was the opening range was super small. Opening range was 39 points, which we haven't had an opening range that small in a while. Just scrolling back, it's been a long time since we've had an opening range of 39 points. So the problem with the 50% retracement is it's only 19 points, and the way that I like to trade it is having about a 30-point stop. Now that's a little strange because your sell would be here, so the entry or the pivot hit was here at on this bar, and then your sell would be up here at 910-ish, which is only 19 points. Again, happened early, 9:43:45. And you'd have a sell there at 33.910 area. Now, if you had a 30-point stop, as I normally have programmed into my NinjaTrader, you would not have gotten stopped out. It got up to 937, so you got about 27 points of heat or so. But it didn't get stopped out, did come back down to the pivot 1, so you would have made 15, 18 points depending on your stops and entries and all that stuff. And then you move the second lot to break even, so your second lot break even would be right around 910, which is right around here, with the target down here of pivot 2. So technically that happened, that worked officially. Real world life, it came up and bounced and hit the opening range high, which is not what you're looking for. You're looking for it to kind of stop at the 50% retracement, thereabouts. But since today's opening range was so small, it worked out if you had a 30-point stop on it. So you got to work your own money management on stuff like that. I'm just kind of throwing out the trade idea, and you can follow along and figure it out in your own. But that's what happened on the 50% retracement for today for the Dow. Have a good one. Talk to you tomorrow.